This is Jammin with Kron Rex.
And don't forget to subscribe so you get the videos as they come out.
Coach Cam made this shit.
Underrated. I think you can use it for a verse. The most popular thing is like pumpkin pie. I don't even like it on pumpkin pie. I just like to take a little bit of it and spray it on my dick and just have a good night after that.
I had homemade whipped cream for the first time.
I didn't know people did that at home.
Like relatively recently. And it is so good.
Yeah.
Like phenomenally better than...
You want to try something with me? I'm not good on Thanksgiving. Just know that. I'm not telling you what's going to happen. Yeah.
But I was going to say overrated, but after having homemade whipped cream, it's underrated.
Have you ever put like syrupy or sugary condiments on your wiener? Like chocolate syrup? Hell, they have strawberry syrup. You know? It's essentially the same thing like making chocolate milk without the milk, and your dick's the spoon. Whatever you do after that's totally up to you. You go fucking anthill, I don't care.
Underrated? Yeah, I think it's actually, I was going to say cool. I don't think gardening is cool.
I don't think it's cool if that's what you do as your occupation.
Yeah, that's not the term I'm looking for. I like it. I think it's neat. I don't like it. I personally won't do it on large scale, but I do love like having plants in my room and shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
people kind of annoy me with their gardening because I feel like a lot of them will like bring their tomatoes to work and just eat tomatoes. I'm like, you just don't eat tomatoes. And like, what? I grew them. And I'm like, okay, I didn't ask. I really don't care. But there is this one guy at my work. He said he has a pumpkin patch now. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. What made you want to do that? And he's like, I don't know. I got really high and just bought some pumpkin seeds. He said, so now I have an entire pumpkin patch, and the pumpkins are so goddamn big because I don't know how to maintain them that I can fit a spare tire into them.
Wow.
Yeah. He said it's completely consumed his backyard.
Underrated.
Yeah. Like a Charlie Brown episode. Overrated. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Reason?
My thought process going into movies is always more positive than it actually is, because you're going to go there, there's going to be kids yelling, there's going to be teenagers who are talking way too goddamn loud, an old guy who just keeps coughing and grunting, but you're in a public place. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't really get mad about it unless it's like very like excessive or just like won't shut up. But
I've had that a handful of times.
Yeah.
I would say overall, me going to the movies, I've had a better time than bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's better?
Like, there's certain movies. I don't want to go see like a sappy, sad movie at the theaters. I think that I get a better experience at home watching one of those movies. But like Avengers Endgame, seeing it in theaters was so much better than watching it at home. And I love that experience. So I'm going to say underrated.
I hate seeing Marvel movies in theater because the second it ends, what do you always hear?
The applause.
No. After that.
What?
People start getting up and they're like, no, you gotta stay. They do this whole thing after. And I'm like, shut up. They want to go. Let them fucking go. Who cares? Let them fucking go. God damn it. But no, I definitely prefer watching movies at home. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of dirty, ugly people in movie theaters, and I don't want to see it.
I like it. I actually really like going to the movies. Underrated?
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty good. There's a lot of good wine.
Yeah.
It's not the alcohol that I usually drink, but it's good. There's nothing more to say about it.
I think it's underrated. I think it gives casual alcoholics like kind of a pass. Mm-hmm. Because nobody bats an eye when it's like 9 o'clock on a Tuesday and you're like, oh, it's been a long day, I'm just have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh man, I'm going to have a cup of Jägermeister, people are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of day do you have? It's like, oh, I'm just kind of stressful. I just want to pound some Jaeger, you know?
So I just want a couple of Jaeger bombs, sleep good. And,
yeah. It's been a long day. I just Need some Jaeger bombs.
A couple of things of Red Bull and Jaeger, and
Yeah.
it's a good Tuesday. No, but wine, I've always had like cheap wine.
Yeah.
And I really want really expensive wine. I want to try it and see how much different it is.
Well, that's the problem. I don't think there's not a lot of middle ground wine. Like, you're either going to pay $13 to $20 or like $700.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really a lot of in between there. Like,
Yeah.
I pay $60 for a pretty good one, but you don't have that option. You're like, well, you're going to have to get 6 bottles of shitty wine if you want that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess underrated. Mm-hmm. I mean, for first time album, I really liked it. And I say underrated just because recently I've heard a lot of shit because she performed her album live and people was like, oh, it sucked. I was like, dude, she's like 7.
Yeah.
I was like, that is like a 7-year-old who performed live for the first time. And these are like 40-year-old people commenting on this. I'm like, why are you watching this in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, she literally has a song called Driver's License about her getting her driver's license.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not geared towards you old fuck. You know? I don't know why I listened to it either, but
I like her album.
I do too. But like,
Yeah.
sad girl music, that's my shit anyway. So Driver's License is a fucking banger.
Yeah. She's in a cool position in her career. Like, I really like whenever artists drop something and you see them like get really big. Like, Billy's a good example. Like, she's had to kind of like transition now. Because like now there was a weird spot of her career of like, what's next?
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see like her next move.
Yeah.
Because she's now in that weird spot too of like, this is where she'll either rise to like superstardom.
Well, it's the excitement of the sophomore album.
Or she'll completely fall off.
Yeah.
Here.
And it's like, yeah.
And then
yeah.
have to rebuild everything again. So
Yeah.
this is like one of my favorite parts of musicians because this is when I get like most excited for their next album.
Well, I think it shows like longevity. Mm-hmm. Like, because I remember when DaBaby dropped his first album, I kind of liked it, and then the next one, I was completely done with him. Like,
Yeah.
it was.
The person I was thinking
tired
of was Lil Boat. Lil Boat 1 was just so fucking good.
Dude, if he just made a compilation album of all the songs he featured on, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't. Because he just doesn't care about his label. I don't know. There is some good parts of his recent albums, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I like
not.
at least a song or two off of every album.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I don't.
that's not saying
yeah,
much.
Yeah,
They're all like 16 to 18 songs a piece. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I love seeing artists blow up, even if it's not their first album, whatever their big album is.
Yeah.
I love seeing where they're going to go next.
Yeah. Torture, man. I guess more specifically, torture for answers. Like the legalization or bring it back, make torture great again. Because people get tortured.
Yeah. I feel
It's just not like, you're not gonna, it's not like front page news.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's weird that like some torture is legal and some torture isn't.
It's legal depending on who does it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I'll say if I just started torturing you.
Well, no, I'm saying like even for like the FBI, like they have rules and like limits on what they can do.
Yeah, to me, torture doesn't seem like a set regulation thing. Like they have more rules in the UFC.
Yeah.
In order to torture somebody. Like,
Yeah. Like I don't know. It seems weird that it's like you can capture someone, hold them captive, and do these things. Anything outside of these things, that's illegal. You'll get in a lot of trouble. But you can do all of these things.
You think they have like a referee there? He's like, hey, stand him back up. Stand him back up. We need continual movement. But I don't know. I feel like it's efficient. Because I would crack under the weight of just like pretty much any torture out there. I don't think there's a lot you couldn't get me with. I'll tell on anybody. If you just tell me I'll be in jail for more than like a weekend, you know. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, my standards are very low. So if somebody
Yeah.
said they was going to tie me to an iron donkey, do you know what that is? Mm. It was this device that it was set on like 4 legs, and it just came to a point. It was just a triangle. It was just long triangle, and they would sit the person on there. Not bad, just a kind of a sharp edge up your ass. Not too bad, but they would tie weights to your legs. And so you would slowly be pulled down. Yeah. And they would just keep interrogating you, and they would just be like, oh, you don't want to tell us, like, who robbed the convenience store? More weight.
Yeah, I think...
just slowly split you.
Would overrated be that they should use less torture? Is that... So, overrated.
You think they should use less?
Yeah, I hope that never comes back.
I don't... Maybe they shouldn't use it. But if we just legalized it and said we could do it, maybe people do less shit because they're like, I don't want to do anything that involves someone asking me and torture's on the table. For like any crime. I don't care if it's jaywalking. Like, it's up for grabs. Like, you'd be like, well, I will invoke whatever amendment it's going to be and I'm going to torture you.
Saying that legalizing torture... just makes me think that like anyone can do it, and that's even fucking wild. Like, that's even crazier.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got to mandate who can torture. You got like your license to torture.
When are you get a torture license?
I'd be down. I think you got to need to be certified torture. You know,
torturer.
I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I think it's underrated. I think it'd be neat to see that brought back. Yeah. Like, hey, I can either torture you or you go to jail for like 30 years. So
never jaywalk again.
Mm-hmm. That's right.